Hello, everybody. Hello, engaged family. Hello, engaged guests. This is David Nemelka. I'm CEO of Engage, and tonight we've got a fantastic night. Dr. Prasad, how are you tonight?
Okay,
There you are. Now we can hear you.
I'm doing extremely well.
Well, Dr. Prasad, tonight we're going to talk about our newest product that we've launched that has been such a smash success that we've been asked to do a repeat of explaining the science behind the product and what makes it so special. It's going to be a discussion about our energy boost. And we also have the co-formulator, your partner in formulation, and your son, Shay, who's going to help us tonight. Shay, are you there?
Yep, I'm here. How are you?
Hello, Shay. Fantastic. We are so excited tonight. Tonight, we're going to have a opportunity to hear from Dr. Prasad and Shay to talk about the science that's the foundation behind our micro daily engage. I'm drinking some of it right now, our energy boost, and it's one of my. I love all of your products, Dr. Prasad, but this is a go-to for me. In fact, I was just fishing in a very hot climate recently, and this product gave me energy and hydration like I've never had before. And so I've put the product to the test in workouts. I've put the product to the test in travel. And I know many of you who are here tonight have put the product to the test. I consistently hear accolades and enthusiasm about this Energy Boost product. So are you guys
Yeah,
ready to
I also
talk
take
about it?
it. I also take every day, and I feel great.
Yeah, I
Um,
took it yesterday. It helped me get through a lot of stuff. I was very productive.
Well, we're going to talk about, Shay, why this product is a product that makes a difference. And I'm excited that we get to hear from both of you tonight because both of you contributed greatly and collaborated. At Engage, we talk about our values, which are to be real. And that means resilience, striving for excellence, being authentic, and being motivated by love. But another thing I love about it is when we have harmony in our values and our vision, we can create really amazing things. And I love the harmony that you and your dad have in formulating the products. And just for our guests here tonight, I just want everybody to know Dr. Kedar Prasad is the world's foremost expert in micronutrition and human health. He has almost over 60 years of research and development of micronutrients formulations. He's worked with the Nobel Prize Committee. He's worked with NASA. He's worked with the U.S. military. He's got over a dozen patents, and he's published hundreds of papers. Just last year, he lectured throughout the world. You did lectures, was it in Japan, in Dubai? Uh,
Yeah,
where else did you do lectures last year, Dr. Prasad?
France, Austria, you name it.
Well, and so tonight we have the great pleasure of sitting at the feet of the master. I like to call you the Michelangelo of
Thank
micronutrient
you.
science. And so I just want everybody to know this is a real special treat. Dr. Prasad taught medical school for 30 years, and and students paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to be able to participate in his classes and learning. The U.S. government, like I said, NASA and many other institutions have paid Dr. Prasad tens of millions of dollars for his research, and we get to sit here tonight and to learn the science behind this special product. And then Shay, you were one of Dr. Prasad's, your dad's early collaborators in his science for micronutrition. Just as a young boy, you were in his lab, and in fact, you co-published a book with him, didn't you?
Yeah, very early, from the age of 5 years old, he had me training in the lab and gradually gave me more and more responsibility till I was doing my own experiments under his supervision. And he helped me write my first paper that was published. And then after medical school, we co-authored a book on vitamins and cancer. So it's been, then he's been following the micronutrient world very closely, working with you. And recently, as I joined the Engage Global community, I've gotten back to collaborating with him, which feels great.
Well, Shay, I know. Well, why don't you tell people the type of doctor you are? Because you see the consequences of people not taking care of their health, and you see the consequences of the nutrition deficiency that's impacting human health at a daily level. I mean, it's become a almost a pandemic of its own in terms of the health of America. Share with people what you do on a daily basis in terms of medicine.
Yeah, so I'm a pathologist. So after medical school, I did a residency in pathology. And so I'm medical director of a laboratory in a hospital and a pathology laboratory. And in the laboratory section, we're looking at people's blood counts and lipid profiles and all the things that are indicators of health or disease. And then as a pathologist, I'm looking under a microscope at the actual effects of disease on human tissues, whether it's a small biopsy or a whole organ that they've taken out of someone. And a lot of it is diagnosing cancer. So you see the rates of cancer are rising and people's blood work and all the abnormalities there. So there is a strong need for a better health and people being preventive in their healthcare instead of coming in with something, doing something to prevent getting sick in the first place.
Well,
Yeah.
I think we are really blessed to have the Michelangelo micronutrition. And I think I'm going to start. I've been calling Dr. Prasad the Leonardo, but I think you're the Leonardo now. You're collaborating in the science, and this Energy Boost product is one of the products where you've had a major impact, Shay.
Yes.
Let's get going on the presentation, and
Okay.
I'm excited to share with our audience tonight all of the things that you have learned and what you have done and figured out to make this product special. In fact, this product is special enough. This product is special enough that it's patent pending. It's like there's no
Yes.
other product in the world like this that has a combination of ingredients unlike any others. And so tonight we're going to talk about what makes this energy boost so special. I want to remind everybody as we get started, even though we have doctors and we have experts in the field, we are not practicing medicine on this call, and none of our statements have been evaluated by the FDA. None of our products are intended to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease. And what we're really here to talk about is your health and how nutrition can impact your health, specifically in a special formulation. Tonight, we're going to talk about the energy boost and how that can impact your health, your energy, your happiness, your enjoyment of life, your enthusiasm and energy for life. We're going to talk about how this product can really bring goodness to your life. And so, Shay, why don't you talk to people about the challenge that people are having and why we have so many people that struggle with just fatigue and energy?
Yeah, so when there's declining cellular energy, the energy molecule ATP, adenosine triphosphate, when there's a decrease in that, that leads to fatigue. And so we're really talking about not just being tired, but impaired cellular function. So it reflects a decrease in that energy molecule ATP that's available for cells. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, which is the stress hormone, which can worsen fatigue and tension. Persistent low energy reduces people's focus at work, their productivity, their performance, and just ongoing fatigue and stress diminish your overall quality of life.
And so these were the challenges when we talked about the energy boost. In fact, Dr. Prasad, you and I have been talking about this product for
For what?
over 5 years.
Yeah.
And we knew that there is a need in the United States and throughout the world for enhanced energy, but we also knew that there was a need for healthy energy because most health energy drinks, and we're going to talk about it, they approach it in a not focused on health, they just focus on how do we give you an energy boost. And so Dr. Prasad had some very strict objectives and guidelines as we did this. And so our goal was to address these problems in a healthy manner that's all natural. So we're going to continue to talk about how we did that. So Shay, why don't you talk about the answer where we're saying we want something that's natural, that's healthy, that's not just a stimulant. Talk about what some of the benefits that you were looking to make sure a product could deliver on.
Yeah, like you were saying, David. So, a lot of the other energy drinks like caffeine is more about masking fatigue. It's a stimulant that prevents your body from feeling tired by blocking certain receptors. And we can talk more about the biology of that later. But we wanted to do something that didn't mask fatigue as much as support just the biology, your own body's biology and ability to create energy. And so that's what we're looking at, as you were saying, a natural way to support the body rather than something that's a stimulant or something that just masks fatigue, like many of the energy drinks that are out there. So we wanted something that promoted calm and focus as well, because if you have more energy but no focus, that's not helpful.
Well, and
Um,
Shay, I want to jump in there.
yeah.
That's kind of one of the results of when you take caffeine. I know that people talk about getting jittery and that, their mind can't get clarity and focus, but they feel high energy. That's an area that the caffeine really doesn't do a good job with people, right?
Right. In fact, it stimulates the sympathetic nervous system, which is kind of your fight or flight one at the extreme. So it increases adrenaline, which is the stress hormone. It increases your heart rate. You can feel more alert, but sometimes you can, if you have too much, you can feel jittery. And so, yeah, that's some of the side effects of the way that caffeine works by stimulating that sympathetic nervous system.
Okay, and so
And
continue
so,
on with the rest
yeah.
of these.
So we wanted to fight fatigue through enhanced energy production, like I was saying, rather than masking fatigue. We wanted to protect the body and mind. This formulation has antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and neuroprotective agents in it. We wanted an energy. There's two. We're going to talk about this a little more about the biology, but a dual way of supporting energy from both mitochondria, which is kind of the sustained energy, and creatine, which is for kind of quick energy. And we wanted energy that was sustained and long lasting, not something that kind of gives you a spike and then you experience a crash.
So, Dr. Prasad, would you say it's fair to say this is a pretty ambitious objective that we had in creating the energy drink, and for 5 years we've been working on it, and you had some breakthroughs, and we'll talk about those. But wouldn't you say that this list of benefits we wanted to have, that's a pretty difficult list to satisfy with a product, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, this is very important that we have a two sources of generating energy or ATP. One is, of course, well-known mitochondria, but we not only have existing mitochondria, but in our formulation, we increase the number of mitochondria so they can produce more ATP, provided you provide all the necessary ingredient again, which they use for generating energy. So we added some additional ingredient for mitochondria to generate more energy. And
Well,
of
and I'm
course, we
excited to talk. Yeah, I'm excited to talk in depth about not only does this product help the mitochondria have more energy, but it helps your body create more mitochondria. So you have more, think of
yes,
mitochondria as a
exactly.
fuel cell. It's like you have more batteries in your body to give you energy.
Right, right.
And I
So,
think it's another
Dr.
example. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
go
another
ahead.
example of how my dad thinks because, he wanted to not only enhance the ability of the current mitochondria, he says, how can we get more? And when there's more, then the next step is, they're going to need more substrates or ingredients to be able to make more ATP. So he's thinking about it from many angles, which is
Well,
very characteristic of him.
Shay, that's why your dad is Michelangelo of micronutrition is because, and I remember this from the beginning when I met him. He talked about how a lot of research focused on singular ingredients, and then he evaluated the impact of a singular ingredient. And yet your dad looked at it more as a holistic way where it's not a single ingredient or a single micronutrient. It's by combining multiple micronutrients and other antioxidants and ingredients that you create this combination. We call it CQF, where it's the right combination, the right quantity, the right form of ingredients.
Yes,
And when they come together, that's where the magic happens.
yes,
And so, Dr. Said, in fact, that's one of the unique things about the way you formulate as compared to anyone in the world, is your CQF approach. And so we're going to get deeper into this, and we're going to talk about the product that tonight we're so proud of, and that is the Energy Boost. And this is an energy boost to your mitochondria. In addition, this ties again to the CQF. Not only did we want to create a product that provided energy, healthy, but also a product that would give you the electrolytes you need, because as you're burning energy, you get dehydrated. As you go through the day, you get dehydrated. And hydration is really important to people. And this is a product that not only can be in a daily energy product, but also a workout or a sports product. So it's like a Gatorade where it gives you electrolytes. So you get energy, you get electrolytes, and then it also gives you a creatine benefit, which is a quick burst of energy. So you get a full spectrum with the product. So energy boosted power, it's going to boost the power of your body through both mitochondrial function and biogenesis. It provides cellular energy, unlike drinks that rely solely on mitochondrial activation, which Shay talked about. Its unique ingredients are going to help to increase your energy production, lower the stress hormone cortisol. Cortisol, that's another thing we're going to talk about. Lowering cortisol helps the body to be more calm and focused.
Right.
And we're going to talk about the benefit this product does helps reduce cortisol, which and that's something other products don't do, which promotes calm. And so no major energy drink currently offers any of this. And then we did it in a healthy way with no sugar and no caffeine. This is Dr. Prasad, I think you've formulated some pretty spectacular products. This has got to, in your mind, well, I know you feel that this is one of the finest products you've ever formulated.
Yes. And I think like you mentioned about electrolytes, no product that they are right now in the market has electrolytes together with energy. And also no, we have like ashwagandha, which has reduces production of cortisol. And again, there are no other product have this kind of ingredient that can help not only energy boost because they help each other really to promote better energy, better efficient cell can use it, and so on.
I want to make sure people really understand what you just said, and
I
then we're
mean,
going to
Jay
get
can
into
say it better than
but
I
we're
can.
and we're going to get into the details behind this. But this product helps provide your mitochondria healthy energy. It helps your body create more mitochondria. This product helps provide hydration to your body. Body helps limit. This product helps limit cortisol,
Mhm.
and this product creates short, quick bursts of energy through the creatine. So this
Right.
product creates more benefits and a more full spectrum than any other product in the market.
Yes.
Okay, so now let's get into the science, Dr. Prasad and Shay. This is where you guys excel, and I'm excited for people. This is, I can't tell you how many times I've had people say, David, when we talk science, people kind of glaze over that, they don't understand it. And what I would say is I've come to learn that most people want to know the details behind a product. Most people want to be
Yeah.
educated on what makes something special. And that's
Yeah.
another thing we do as a company. We're not here just to hype you on a product and get you excited and just
Yeah.
tell you stories. We're here to tell you stories. We're here to provide you the foundation and the reasons why these products deliver results. And so that's why the science is a critical part behind every one of our products. And we're going to do that tonight now with Energy Boost. So, Shay, why don't you talk about, once again, the only Energy Boost being the only energy drink that supports these following benefits?
Yeah, so this is kind of a summary, and we'll go into the science behind each of these things. But when you have energy, sometimes you need the rapid energy, a short burst of energy, which is the creatine system that we'll talk about. Um, More beneficial is sustained energy, which is done through mitochondria and the generation and support of adenosine triphosphate, which is the energy molecule. We also, as opposed to being kind of hyperactive, like caffeine, getting the jitters, a calm focus to allow people to do their work and use their energy in a very calm and focused way. Hydration through electrolytes. This is not only for like working out or conditions where you're losing fluids, but also electrolytes are required just for your cell membranes to work. So you're doing this without getting caffeine jitters, and there's no sugar crash. And caffeine and sugar are both in many of the common energy drinks. We'll talk about that. My daughter, who's a freshman at college, was talking about how she has been drinking Red Bull, and now we have a solution for her that doesn't involve her doing that. So I feel happy to be able that our research and working with my dad, that her grandfather is helping her getting sustained energy for studying 10 hours for her chemistry test.
Well, so we have in the Energy Boost, we have three flavors: pina colada, grapefruit, and strawberry lime. They can be taken individually. We have a lot of clients or customers that like to mix them up, create a cornucopia of deliciousness, and mixing the flavors. Also, people take the Energy Boost and mix it with our Micro Daily Hydro. There's a lot of ways to just enjoy the flavors here. We've given you a full spectrum of really delicious flavors, and we'll talk about how to make it so that you can really enjoy it. Like there's a special way I make my energy boost. I'm going to talk about that, and there's some things to do to just make it so it's just refreshing and tasty and just delightful. So these are the flavors that we have. So Shay, why don't we talk about who Energy Boost is ideal for? What I mean, it's not just for young people, it's not just for athletes. It covers a broad spectrum of people looking for benefits of energy.
Yeah, there's quite a few categories that it helps. I mean, everyone experiences fatigue during the day. A lot of people are drinking coffee or some of the energy drinks. So this is great for people that are looking to reduce or eliminate caffeine from their diet. Some people are very sensitive to caffeine. Even a little bit can make them very jittery. As a professional myself, and I'm sure everyone out there in their jobs, having sustained focus is important because you can be focused for a while and then kind of get fatigued. So sustained focus is really something that this product promotes. Athletes that are doing a workout that need hydration and energy support through the ATP, the energy molecule. Anybody that wants to avoid the side effects of caffeine, like crashes or jitters. And people that want a steady energy without a stimulation. So something where you're getting support of your own body to make energy as opposed to a stimulant that masks fatigue.
So, Energy Boost, really, this is a product that covers a full spectrum of ages and also the full spectrum of activities. So, it's a product that, like Shay, you're talking about your daughter in college. I think of my wife and her tennis.
Yeah.
She and her tennis friends, they love this product during their tennis matches. I think even of myself, a benefit I just have really loved about it is that focus part. It's like when I've taken a full serving of the energy boost, I get energy, but I'm not the jittery energy. I just get energy and I get really focused. My mind gets clear. Like right now, as we're going through this presentation, I can feel the energy boost giving me a clarity and really helping me just in my communication, the energy that I feel as we're doing this. So, Energy Boost is really for everybody. And it's a product that everybody can benefit. Okay, Dr. So Shay, I'm going to have you do this slide. Why don't you talk about what Energy Boost can do for people?
Yeah, so the energy boost, and my dad will talk to the specific ingredients and how we came up with those. But sometimes you need, we were talking about that, you want rapid energy with muscle support through the creatine supported ATP production and regeneration. You can reduce fatigue by increasing energy and decreasing cortisol. So it's a healthy stress response. You get that focus. You get sustained energy through the activation of mitochondria, both activation of the existing mitochondria and promotion of generating new mitochondria. Um, in addition, some of the ingredients that have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory and neuroprotective support are all important when you're trying to focus. And some of these ones, my dad will talk about them too. Some of the Ayurvedic ingredients can support mood and emotional well-being too. So you're not jittery, you're focused, you're calm.
Okay, when to use Energy Boost? For me, and I'll talk about me, and we can talk about each of these categories. Many days I wake up and after I've had my latte to get the day started around 10 o'clock or so, I just feel like okay, I'm ready for a little, if you want to say, a little boost to continue me on through the day, and that's when I'll take my energy drink, and then I often will take one in the afternoon. So mornings are a great time to take it just to get your day started. Afternoon, many of us get that afternoon fatigue and kind of feeling a little like we're starting to burn energy. That's a great time to take it. Or before you do a mentally demanding task, like you're going to say, I got to focus for a while. Like for me, I'm drinking it tonight before this call or during this call. It can really help you in terms of your performance when you have a task and need to focus. And then anytime exercise. So for me, exercise, I'm always drinking one, or even if I'm like out hiking or I like to fish, if I'm out fishing, this is something I'll use to hydrate rather than just a bottle of water. I'll get a good cold bottle of water and mix it in. And we'll talk about, once again, I've got for me, what a way I make it that just makes it delicious for me. So these are the times that you can consider an energy boost in your life. Now, how to take energy boost? Take 1 to 2 servings a day. So I'm often a 2 servings a day, depending on your energy needs. You can dissolve it in 12 ounces of water. Janine, she likes to dissolve it in 16 because she wants a little less sweet flavor. It's got some stevia in it for sweetener. She likes to have less sweet, so she'll do 16 ounces. Just find the if you want to say the concentration you like. You can do 8 ounces, 12 ounces, 16 ounces, whatever makes you happy. But here is something, and I've talked to a lot of people taking energy boost. Here's something that I think is really important if you want to enjoy it. Take it cold. Like my energy boost right now, I put ice in my bottle. I mixed the pack in, mixed the water, and then I shook it up. So right now it's got a good component of ice. And when it's cold, it's delicious. So high recommendation that when you take it cold. So if you take it and you're like, oh, I'm not liking it, I'm going to say, did you take it cold? Did you take it with some ice? That's a great way to do it. Also, many days I'll start my day with an energy boost and a micro daily hydro. It's really fantastic mixing with the hydro. So that's another way to do it. Dr. Prasad, I know you take it every day. Is there any other things you would
Yeah,
recommend
I just
when
take in
someone
a one glass, dissolve it, and then drink it in the morning, and half I took in the late afternoon. So once a day I take.
Okay. Shay, do you have any other comments on how to take it?
I would say I did an experiment and I tried to mix it with some sparkling water, and that was a little harder to drink as fast. I like to kind of like, I think the ice with cold water is good. Yeah.
Okay, I can tell you I've already drank most of mine. It's just
Yeah,
I
cold
love it.
water is very good. I drink also in cold water. Yeah.
Cold water is critical. That's
I
the
mean, for the taste point of view.
the cold water, it just enhances the flavor.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm
Warm
saying.
water, it dampens the flavor. And then where you've got the creatine and these other ingredients, the cold water, it mixes great in them.
Yeah.
And anyway, just that's a really important thing that I think when you're taking it, take it with cold water. All right. Many popular energy drinks on the market. We've got Red Bull, Monster, Celsius, Rockstar, Bang. Most of them have caffeine, taurine, ginseng, milk thistle. A few have CoQ10, which we think is a really fantastic ingredient. But Dr. Prasad, you were not a fan of caffeine or taurine. And so,
No.
why don't you talk to us about the adverse effects of caffeine and why you don't really enjoy why you didn't you were basically you said to me, and this was a 5 year conversation discussion, you're like, Dave, I will not produce an energy drink with caffeine. Talk to us why.
Yes. Yeah, because you can see that caffeine is a common in all the five best selling energy product that you showed. High caffeine intake has been associated with the cellular stress and can cause anxiety, jitterness, increased heart rate, increased blood pressure, headache, insomnia, frequent urination is true, irregular heartbeat, and another, sometimes they replace guarana, which extract of this particular plant is very high amount of caffeine. And so, and in some studies, caffeine also inhibits the repair of DNA damage, which is very important to know. Large amount of caffeine, but
So
not
now,
too
Dr.
much.
Prasad, I want to make sure we have clarity around caffeine because, like I mentioned earlier, my wife and I, Janine and I, we love our latte in the morning. And I know a large percentage of the population loves their coffee through the
Yes.
day or a coffee in the morning. So I didn't hear you say caffeine in a reasonable dose is unhealthy.
Caffeine,
High intake of caffeine is something that can be troublesome, correct?
yeah, if you take caffeine 100 to 200 milligram is okay. In some people cause some of those symptoms like a jitterness, but most of the people is okay. But many people take 3, 4 times in a day caffeine. That is dangerous.
Well, and that's when they're taking these energy drinks, Dr. Prasad. One of the guys that I like to fish with, he'll take 4 or 5 or 6 Monster Energies and just pound them, and it's like he
Yeah,
gets to be where he can't even focus. It's really interesting to see the effect of the caffeine
exactly.
on
And
him.
those have to a starting point, those energy drink that is in the market, has a 200, 300 milligram in one dose.
Exactly. So my understanding and my perspective as we had the discussion was you're like, David, there's a healthy dose of caffeine, and most people are already getting that with their coffee or their tea that
Yeah,
they're having during the day. And so you said, I'm not going to create a product that adds on top of that more
that's
caffeine,
right. That's
right?
right.
And so you're saying this is another, okay, this is something else that I want people to know. This works synergistically with your coffee or tea. It's not working in contradiction versus
No,
if you're
no.
doing coffee and a monster drink, now you're working where the coffee is being combined with the monster drink is now becoming in a place that's unhealthy for you.
Yeah,
So we didn't want to do that. So
And
Shay,
caffeine is the
anything,
real,
go ahead, Shay.
I was going to say caffeine is the real ingredient in all those, especially in the energy drinks where it's very high. And caffeine is not actually producing energy. That's kind of sometimes people think they get energy because their fatigue is masked, but it's not producing energy. So my
right.
dad approached it from a
Mm.
biological and scientific point of view, like how do you actually produce energy, not mask fatigue. And caffeine is doesn't produce the energy. Just
Okay, so Shay, what I heard you just say is caffeine is a stimulant.
Mhm.
Caffeine is not an energy producer.
Mhm.
No, he cannot produce ATP.
I want people to understand that if you're doing caffeine, you are not creating energy. What you're doing is you're burning the energy your body. That's why people have a, tell me if this is right. If you take caffeine, which stimulates you to be more active and have more energy, that's why you have a caffeine crash because you've just
Yeah,
burned a whole
yeah,
bunch more energy, but you didn't provide more energy. Is that a simple way of explaining what you just said,
yeah,
Shay?
yeah,
That's it, yeah, simple. And then also a lot of those drinks have sugar in it. So sugar is known to give you kind of that sugar crash. So you combine the two of those in high
yeah,
doses,
yeah.
you get that burst of energy, but it's not sustained and you experience a crash.
Okay, so we're here to say we do not advise you to drink a coffee with energy drinks during the or with these caffeinated energy drinks during the day. And we're here to help you hopefully capture perspective where you can do your coffee and you can have a synergistic relationship with that coffee with our energy drink because our energy is going to help your body
Right,
provide more
exactly,
energy, not just consume more energy.
exactly.
Okay, I think this is important because I've never heard anybody educate on this. In fact, when I go online, I can't find this kind of information. So this is really insightful and really, if you want to say, um, information that can help us understand how our body works with something that most everybody's taking, which is caffeine. So thank you,
Yeah,
Kedar and Shay, for this illumination. Okay, so now we've talked about our product doesn't have caffeine and sugar, and we want to get even more into the key differences between other energy drinks and energy boosts. So we've lined up on the left here energy drinks, and on the right energy boost. There's a little bit of redundancy, but what we've learned is sometimes if we say things two or three times, people really understand what we're trying to say. So Shay, why don't you do the compare and contrast here for us?
Yeah, well, we talked about some of this, but like you said, just to reinforce it, that all the major energy drinks on the market contain caffeine and some contain taurine, and our product has neither of those ingredients. Sometimes they have that guarana extract, which is an additional source of caffeine. And most energy drinks don't promote new mitochondrial growth. And our energy drink works in two ways by supporting the current mitochondria that you have, and as well as promoting the creation of new mitochondria. So the other things is that we have two independent energy sources, one through mitochondria and one through creatine. And while other ones don't include ingredients that help lower cortisol levels, which is the stress hormone, which can help you lose focus, we have ingredients that help regulate that to help provide focus. And energy drinks with caffeine and sugar can increase all the symptoms of dehydration rather than hydration. And then ours has electrolytes, which supports healthy hydration. And electrolytes are also necessary in the process, although not directly involved in ATP production. They're involved in the cell membrane functioning, which is key in that process too.
yeah,
So I think I think that the goal that we have with this is we're hoping to help you understand very clearly There's no product in the world like Energy Boost. And the other products that claim energy in no way approach providing your body energy the way we do. No
Exactly.
other product. And that's why this product is patent pending. And I think this will be, I'm going to make a prediction, and this is being recorded. So we'll see if this prediction plays out to be correct. Um, I'm going to predict this product gets patented very quickly,
Very quickly. Yeah,
just
I
like your
think
collagen did. I mean, Dr. Prasad created a collagen that's unique with enzyme inhibitors in it and hyaluronic acid. No other products in the world had it. And we got a patent within a little less than a year. Uh,
yep.
for comparing and contrasting, it was our microdaily EMF. I think it took us 4 or 5 years to get a patent on that. So
Yeah.
3 to 5 year is not unusual to get a patent. To get a year patent is unusual. I'm going to make a prediction. I think we're going to get a patent in about a year on this product. So
Yes, as soon as we submit it, you will see that because no other product in the market has even closed.
I think we've talked a lot about caffeine and taurine.
Yeah.
I just want to help people understand just there's a couple little nuances here, help them understand a couple more nuances about caffeine and taurine.
Yeah, so what we were talking about that caffeine doesn't actually produce energy. It's a stimulant and it increases your feeling of lack of fatigue by blocking adenosine, which is a molecule that signals fatigue. And then taurine is a naturally occurring amino acid found in the brain and the heart, and it's often included in energy drinks in a way to support muscle and cellular function, but it has its side effects too, which I think we have description of
Let
some
me
of that.
ask something on taurine, Shay. Does taurine create energy or is it support to muscle and cell?
It's
What is
more, yeah, it's more of a support. It's not an energy producer like we have. So
Okay. Sales of energy drinks, I mean, my goodness, monster consumer categories. The United States, it's a 23 plus billion-dollar category. And if we just look at throughout the world, in Europe, it's 18 to 23 billion. In Japan, it's 4 billion. In China, it's 15 billion. India is 1 to 6 billion. I mean, it's fair to say energy drinks globally are in the 70 to 100 billion-dollar category. This is a massive category with literally billions of people that take products for energy. In the United States, we're talking about hundreds of million, well over 100 million people that consume energy products, if not more. And so I don't think we're going to meet anyone that's not going to be interested in healthy energy. I think most anyone would be very interested in energy. So this is a product that once again has a broad appeal from young to old, and
Yes.
it's a real opportunity for every one of us to share our engaged products with a product that's quite easy to understand. It's a product that's very distinct and different, and a product that we think will open people's minds to the full portfolio of Dr. Prasad's products. So we're finding that Energy Boost is an entree product for a lot of people. So this is a product you can really talk to anyone about. Like, once again, I just talked about a recent fishing trip. I shared this product with a half a dozen other fishermen. Janine plays tennis. She shares it with all of the ladies she plays tennis with. My children, this is an interesting one. My kids came into my house. I've had to convince them on many of our products, and some of our products are not for them, but they just saw the Energy Boost and they took it back. I mean, they just wanted it. So this is a product that is a fantastic product to introduce to people. I would say the key thing, once again, is when you introduce it to people, just let them know it's a full spectrum, healthy energy drink. They're not going to get jitters. They're not going to have a crash. And I can't reiterate enough, we're having much more success when people take it cold because they like it, the taste. Taste matters. Just be very clear and tell them to take the product when it's cold. It makes a big difference. So this is a massive opportunity, and it's an opportunity for all of us to expand our vision of bringing health and goodness to people throughout the world. So the benefits of hydration and electrolytes, like we said, it's a drink for adolescents and adults. Intense prolonged exercise that creates a significant loss of electrolytes. Hot and humid weather creates significant decrease in a loss or increased loss of electrolytes. People suffering from fluid loss, like I got food poisoning a couple months ago. Without electrolytes, I couldn't hardly even move. Diarrhea, anything that's causing nausea, throwing up, anything that's causing a loss, high levels of urination. Once again, anything causing a loss of electrolytes, this product will help people significantly. Shay, is there anything you'd like to add to that?
No, I think that's a good summary. The electrolytes is kind of an added benefit of this.
So we've got a little chart here. Shay, why don't you explain to people what creatine, how it works in this ATP energy production?
Yeah, so creatine, it's called the creatine phosphate system. Creatine is involved in immediate energy production. The molecule phosphocreatine, helps regenerate ATP, and it does this rapidly with an enzyme called creatine kinase, and it restores ATP levels. But this is immediately, I mean, a kind of immediate source of energy and doesn't rely on mitochondria.
If I'm understanding what you've said and you and Dr. Prasad have said tonight, and then I look at this chart, if you think about it, ATP, that's like the battery, right? That's what's going to feed, that's what's feeding our mitochondria. That's like the electricity, I guess you could say. Is that fair to say?
Right, right. It's ATP, adenosine triphosphate. It's the primary energy molecule in the body. So every movement that you do, every heartbeat runs on ATP.
And here's what our product does that nobody else does. We give you a time, in essence, a time release energy effect. So the creatine provides your body what it needs for a quick burst of ATP production, correct, Dr. Prasad?
Yes.
And then the other ingredients provide a sustained energy support by creating more mitochondria and continuing to
Yes.
stimulate the production of ATP.
Yes.
So you create a time release. Now,
Yes.
we've already talked about the electrolytes. What's the aptogens? Let's talk about aptogens. That's for the cortisol. Is that correct?
Yeah, no, electrocortisol is totally different. We have
Okay.
one herb called ashwagandha in our drink, and ashwagandha is the one which inhibits the production of cortisol. And once you have done, you have a very easy thing to do. But electrolyte, in formulation, we have that in order to reduce the cortisol. But electrolyte by independently itself is extremely important to provide hydration. And without hydration, many organs cannot function optimally.
Shay, why don't you explain to us what aptogens and stress regulation and energy balance
So
means?
yeah, I think later on in the presentation there's some of the exact ones, but the adaptogens, like my dad was saying, like ashwagandha, things that kind of are regulators of stress and help kind of balance energy. So they're the ones that make you have a more
Yeah.
calm focus, and we'll see that in the ingredients as we talk about them.
Okay, perfect. So this chart really shows you there's four, if you want to say there's four legs to this chair. There's the creatine for immediate energy. There's the mitochondria support for sustained energy. There's electrolytes for hydration and ATP activation. And then there's the aptogens for stress regulation and energy balance. So there's really four legs
Exactly,
to this
exactly.
chair.
No
And
other product have that.
once again, no other product has that. Okay, so ATP, we've talked about the fuel for every cell. It's like the electricity for your cells. It provides you what you need to have the energy for the metabolism and for your mitochondria. So, like you said, Shay, I think you said like right now, I'm moving my hands. That's being fueled by ATP.
Yeah, even the movements you can't see, like your heart beating, is being fueled by ATP. So everything that involves energy is using ATP.
And so, mitochondria, explain to people real simply what mitochondria is.
Yeah, so mitochondria are called organelles. They're tiny little um, structures that are inside your cells, and they're the major source of ATP, which is adenosine triphosphate. So it's the biochemistry description of it is called oxidative phosphorylation, but really what that means is that they're taking things like carbohydrates and fat and oxygen to make ATP. And once ATP is used in an for energy, it becomes ADP, adenosine diphosphate, and that signals that the body needs to make more ATP. The energy boost has ingredients that not only improve the performance of the existing mitochondria by stimulating them, but also stimulate the production of new mitochondria. Another example of my dad looking at this from multiple ways, like let's not only help the ones that we have, but let's see if we can get more. And then thinking if we have more, of course, we need more of the substrates that they use to make ATP. So those are included as well.
So is it fair to say that mitochondria is like the engine to the car, and then the ATP is like the gas feeding the engine? Is that fair?
That's a yeah, that's a good analogy.
Okay, so that's without gas, the car doesn't run, but without an engine to burn the gas, you have no
No,
energy produced. So gasoline by itself is energy, potential for energy. An engine is what turns that potential into
yeah,
activity. Why don't you talk, Shay, a little bit about
Yeah, we've talked a little bit about this, but just to say it again, we have the creatine phosphate, which is immediate energy. It's fast. It lasts seconds. It supports intense bursts of energy, and then mitochondrial support for sustained energy that uses carbohydrates and fats, oxygen to produce ATP. That's your sustained energy throughout the day.
Shay and Dr. Prasad, I think we've really, we've done our best to hammer home this idea of sustained energy, immediate with creatine, mitochondria for long term. So I hope everybody's caught the vision now of how that works in our energy boost product.
Yeah, and people are learning. I mean, my daughter is a pre-med and she's learning about this too. So she's learning about the creatine phosphate system as well as oxidative phosphorylation. So you're getting a lesson from my dad, who is, you know, one of the world's experts.
So, Dr. Prasad, now we're going to get into the ingredients. Why don't you talk about some of the nutrients here?
yeah, they are building block, like it says, they are building block of ATP. D-ribose is extremely important. Creatine, you mentioned it. Coenzyme Q10 is required by mitochondria to generate energy. Without coenzyme Q10, a sufficient amount, and B vitamin B3. In this case, B vitamin, not all B vitamin, but B vitamin 3 are extremely important for mitochondria to generate energy. And then you have a ginseng, some other herbs that improve cellular efficiency, how to use it, and electrolyte and magnesium. Magnesium is a part of the electrolyte required for ATP activation. Well, I'm not sure electrolyte has anything to do, but it is a general improve the health of all organs, and not
You,
necessarily that.
like you were saying, Dr. Prasad, without hydration, the organs can't function, right? So it's the electrolytes are foundational for the organs just to function. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I would say, Che, what do you say?
Yeah.
Electrolyte by
The electrolytes is just overall body support, but I mean, when the mitochondria are making things, they have their own little mitochondrial membranes.
yeah,
All these
exactly.
membranes depend on electrolytes to function. So
Electrolyte,
if you're
yeah.
depleted
So
in
that's
that,
why I said electrolyte is good for every organ, for example, mitochondria. And
it's
so
supportive.
I
Yeah.
think it's supportive. And so without, if you have a problem of hydration, no system will work adequately.
And we've made sure you won't have a problem with hydration.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about why does this matter for energy drinks? Energy drinks that support the ATP pathways improve sustained everyday energy, mental clarity, and fatigue, which we've discussed. Um, Creatine, it's a naturally occurring compound found in the body. It's mainly in our muscles. It's obtained from foods like meat and fish. Plays a key role in energy productions, as we said before, during short and high intensity activities. That's why a lot of people who are bodybuilders and do a lot of exercise take creatine as a critical ingredient that they take to support their workouts. And creatine helps to regenerate ATP, which is your primary energy molecule that's used by the muscles, and it's essential for quick bursts of power, so in sprinting and weightlifting, but also it's essential for us in just having a quick burst of energy in our daily life. So creatine is really, this is an innovative thing, Dr. Prasad. I remember I talked to you, I'm like,
Yeah,
Dr.
you are the
Prasad,
one. You are
what
the one who brought creatine.
yeah, I said a lot of athletes are using creatine. What do you think about having a creatine supplement? And then you dug into the science behind it. And you're like, Dave, not only do I want a creatine supplement, but now this is the, if you want to say, the breakthrough I was looking for to
Yeah,
be able to add to an energy product. And so the creatine is really the reason we even launched the energy boost
that's
because
right. You are the one who sent me the information. What is
it opened the
creatine?
door.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about creatine.
And now we've got a unique in all the world product with creatine as one of the foundational ingredients.
And
It's
another thing I want to mention it about the energy. There has been a literature published in peer-reviewed journal, and I have quoted it, that if mitochondria, for whatever reasons, started not producing sufficient amount of energy, that leads to neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's disease. So producing sufficient amount of energy every day throughout your life is extremely important for your overall health. But I just give you some published information that one of the defects that leads to Alzheimer's disease is reduced energy production by mitochondria.
not only is Energy Boost a product that can provide you a benefit we're all looking for. I mean, I think it's fair to say everyone on this call is looking for this benefit. Not only is it a product that can help provide you the benefit of energy, but what Dr. Prasad just said, science has shown that by providing the body enhanced energy, you create a more healthy body. And with a more healthy
Exactly.
body, you're going to suffer less from the effects of aging, both mentally and physically. Is that what I heard you say?
Exactly. That's correct.
Shay, is there anything you'd like to add to that?
No, I'm just always impressed that my dad is up on the latest literature and everything, even before I am a lot of time.
Well, that's why Dr. Prasad's the Michelangelo. I just also want people to know this, we're not just like pulling ideas out of the air. I mean, for instance, Dr. Prasad just gave you some research, additional research on creatine. I mean, creatine monohydrate is one of the most researched and widely used supplements for improving strength, muscle mass, and exercise performance. This is a ingredient that the science and literature are prolific on, and so we've taken that science and we've applied it to this product, and
Yes.
that's what makes it so special.
Yes.
Dr. Prasad, additional ingredients, we have resveratrol, ginseng, L-theanine. These, we talked about increasing formation of new mitochondria. These are ingredients that do that.
Yeah.
We talked about the increase in mitochondria requires substrates such as quinol, nicotinamine, riboside, D-ribose, and these are used by the mitochondria to produce more ATP. These are
Right.
ingredients that are all in our energy boost, and this is why it delivers results. In
Yes.
addition, it has ginseng, it has L-theanine. These products also address mitochondria function, anti-fatiguing, enhancing the formation of mitochondria. Now, Dr. Prasad, what's this last benefit? It talks about reducing anxiety, depression. I should say it supports in the reduction of anxiety and depression by increasing levels of gamma aminobutyric acid, serotonin, and dopamine. Help us understand that.
No, if it reduces anxiety and depression because you are getting a lot of energy and you're also getting a no cortisol, so you have no depression, and uh, and when that happens, these functions that you are talking about mostly, it
Yes.
is mostly related to overall this formula, but specifically it is related to CBD. CBD is one thing which will increase the GABA, serotonin, and dopamine level, and it reduces the stress and anxiety, and also reduces production. But in this case, the most important thing for our energy production is that if you are happy because you are giving all this product energy plus electrolytes, and then your body will be producing the regular amount of, it would not be a increase. Suppose serotonin will not go down, dopamine will not go down, and if it does not go down, then you feel happy about it.
So
So
what you're saying is it helps support healthy levels of these, and it helps to reduce the stress hormone cortisol, which
yeah,
then that
cortisol.
leads to just a general
Yeah,
better sense of well-being, which I
that's
think,
right. Once the cortisol is reduced, there is no depression, there is no anxiety, and then all these things will go up.
well, I know you mentioned another one of our products, CBD Boost here. I know I do CBD Boost every day. I think the combination of Energy Boost, CBD Boost, the Micro
Oh,
Daily, the
that
combination of these products
combination, yeah.
certainly has a full spectrum of benefits. Shay, is
I
there
can,
anything you'd like to add to this?
No,
co-
these are just some
co-
of the supportive ingredients that are kind of supporting for focus and have some benefits of uh, helping to modulate cortisol and mood effects.
yeah, cortisol is very, very important. And also that, this in core four, I think I will add energy drink. Core five, make it core
Or
five.
fine. Okay. We're gonna, Dr. Prasad, I think we'll have a discussion about that. There probably could be a core five.
Yeah,
Well,
because
I
this is
also
for
want to
every,
talk. Go
because
ahead.
this is for everybody.
It's true. The core force for everybody and energy boost is for everybody. So
Yeah.
I like that idea. We'll be talking about that some more. Well, we have ashwagandha and rhodiola rosea in energy boosts. Ashwagandha and rhodiola rosea were added to enhance the ability of the cells to utilize energy more efficiently.
Yeah.
And once again, mitochondria health and the reduction of stress hormone
That's
cortisol.
very important function of ashwagandha and those two.
So as you can see, we've been talking a lot about these different benefits, and now these are the ingredients that are supporting and promoting these benefits.
Right.
And so the conclusions for Energy Boost, Dr. Prasad, is it supports rapid, sustained energy through two ATP producing pathways. It enhances mitochondrial function and supports healthy mitochondrial renewal. It promotes and provides key substrates to optimize ATP production. It includes creatine for the production of immediate mitochondria independent energy. It promotes the reduction of fatigue and supports mood and cognitive clarity, and it delivers a steady energy without caffeine related side effects and sugar side effects and sugar and caffeine crashes. It's a product that is multidimensional and delivers benefits on a full spectrum, on a broad spectrum, unlike any other products. Hey,
Another
oh,
thing
go ahead,
that
Dr. Prasad. Yes.
those people who are on some kind of prescription drug like Eliquis or any kind of product, you consult your doctor, but there is no ingredient here which can adversely affect any prescription medication. If anything, all the formulation, including this one, can improve the effectiveness and reduce potential toxicity.
So Dr. Prasad's saying if you're on medications, there's no contraindications with the medications with this product.
Right.
Okay, Shay, as we're finishing up here, what would you like to finish up and say about the product? I think we've gone deep, man, and I appreciate people's patience and attention and interest. We've gone really deep on this product because we want to make sure this is a product that's formulated on science, formulated with high degree of thought and intention, and it's a product that delivers results. And so as we finish up this presentation, Shay, what would you like to say to folks?
Yeah, I would just say that this product stands apart because we're not trying to mask fatigue. We're not creating a stimulant. We're about supporting the biology of energy production, which comes from the science aspect of it. So we're not interested in stimulating the nervous system. We're interested in supporting cellular function and the generation of ATP.
Okay, Dr. Prasad and Shay, are you ready?
We're ready.
We're going to give people a very special opportunity. Normally, Micro Daily is $49.90, or not Micro Daily, Energy Boost is $49.99 per packet of 15. Basically $50 divided by 15, that makes it $3.33 a drink.
Hmm.
Tonight, we're going to say buy two and get one free, which means you can get 45 for $100. You're talking little over $2 per stick, 222 a stick. We're going to give every one of you here on the call tonight a chance to save $50, buy two, get one free. This promotion is value from tonight until a week from now. So buy two energy boosts and get one free, $49.99. What do you think about that, Dr. Prasad?
I think that's a very good idea.
You know, we want to make this product as affordable as we can.
I
This is
mean,
an
that's what I,
opportunity to give everybody a chance to get that benefit. And so make sure everybody this is recorded. You can share it with people or just give people a call and say, hey, you can save 50 bucks on Energy Boost, get it for about $2 a drink, which when you look compared to anything else, just hydration products alone are over $2 a drink.
yeah,
Now you get energy and hydration, and you can get it for basically $2 a drink. So the
yeah.
value is there, and there's opportunity is right now. Also, for all of you who want to share some information on Energy Boost, we also now have a trifold. It's $10 for a 50 pack. So that's what is that? That's only 20 cents a trifold. So for 20 cents a trifold, you can share information on this with a product, or you can even give someone a sample with this so that they can.
Yeah.
I want of our affiliates and customers know, our affiliates know that if they share it, they can get all of it bonuses. But I want you as customers to know you can share this, and we have a preferred customer referral program where whatever someone buys, if they enroll and engage, we're going to give you equal amount in free product. We call it reward points. So this is a great product to share with people to invite them to become a customer of Engage. Also want to just remind everybody, Dr. Prasad, you talked about the Core 4.
Yeah.
We've got the Core 4. You can save up to $165 by buying the Core 4 with our boost. And any product you buy, you add to the boost, you can save. Like Dr. Prasad, you said the Core 5. If you do the Core 4 plus
Yeah.
an energy boost, you get a $10 discount on the energy boost if that's your first boost product. Your second boost product will give you a $15 discount. And then the third, through whatever additional product you buy, we give you a $20 discount. So you can get, if Energy Boost is your third boost that you add to a Core 4 or any bundle, we've got our Micro Daily and our Probiotic bundle, any bundle. If this is the third, you could get the Energy Boost for $29.99. That's a fantastic savings. So if you take 20, you take that's $2 a stick. So we have a fantastic savings program. We want to make sure we give all of you who are loyal customers as much savings as possible. Also, leave us a review. We love to hear your thoughts. Okay, Shay, what would you like to say as we close up the call?
But no, this has been, I mean, it's been rewarding working with my dad, seeing how his brain works on multi levels. And if he's the Michelangelo of micronutrients, I've always said that you and he together are like the Lennon McCartney of
Oh,
micronutrients because you complement each other so
Yeah.
well and you give each other ideas. And there's almost a little bit of a competition, but that competition results in the best products out there. And so it's been rewarding for me to work with that and to create something that I think can work, from a cellular level and producing energy rather than just masking fatigue.
well, thank you, Shay. And you know what? Thank you. I think you've now joined the Beatles. What is it? Harrison was the guitar
Yeah,
player.
I'm the quiet one. I'm the one in the background. Yeah.
You're the Harrison. What was Harrison's first name in the
George
Beatles?
Harrison. Yeah.
You're the George Harrison. So thank you for becoming a part of the Engaged team and the family and community. And thank you for helping formulate Energy Boost. Dr. Prasad, what would you like to say tonight?
Well, I mean, this is one of the best products that Che and I have made it. And everything, I have some rough draft. I first go through Che, and he makes a very valuable suggestion. And then I incorporate it. And sometimes I don't incorporate it.
He's
But
stubborn.
but most of the time, his idea, and especially in question of FDA type of things, he's always very good in putting things together so that it does not raise any question. And so today has been the best, one of the best presentation that we have seen it, and very clearly how it differs from current product in the marketplace and how we can beat them without any problem.
Well, Dr. Prasad, thank you so much to you and Shay. I think that everyone on this call hopefully has caught the vision of what makes Engage special, and that is the foundation that you've brought to the company of integrity, of authenticity, of intelligence, of creativity, of excellence, and you're the foundation of Engage. And I thank both of you for all of your contributions. And I look forward to seeing each one of you who are here on the call, hopefully someday personally. And if not, I want you to know I appreciate you. One of our affiliates once said to me, Dave, I want to end every call by letting everyone know I love you. And I want to end this call by letting you know I love each one of you. And I am grateful for you spending the night with us to learn about Energy Boost. And I looking forward to hearing your stories of how it's helped you in your lives. Good night, everybody. We love you.
Thanks, everyone.